So the Land to Sky has been the agency that's putting the application together. So Jacob and Mary Roderick from Land to Sky have been working at doing vast majority of the legwork, and thank you to them for helping us with this. And so now we're just down to the wire here to get this approved. We didn't have time within the next regular meeting, and they were still putting items together, and the cost estimate was one of the last things. So I don't know if, Jacob, you want to comment anything else on the process, and I'll let you cover, you know, we're trying to do sewer to 3 streets here, so.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I appreciate all the legwork that was done prior to and surveying the neighborhoods that were focused on North Dogwood, Westfield,
North Hudson.
North Hudson, Westfield Road,
Yeah.
that area there. It was great to see that 2 of those homes are already on sewers. That might make this project a little easier. What we got is a pot of money from DEQ. It's roughly $11 million. They had $22 million total. So $11 million of that's going to just replacing septic systems. Another $11 million is available to connect to central sewer systems, which would be local counties MSD. And if we can get awarded that funding, it's at a principal forgiveness loan essentially, so it's nothing that the town would have to pay itself. They structure it as a loan, but it's 100% forgiveness on that. We've got totals coming back from the engineer that states the project's going to be a little over $1 million with connection fees, engineering costs, and doing work from DOT to sort of repatch roads and everything. And that's going to cover everything for the project, including running the sewer lines and also all the appurtenances, I believe is how you say it correctly, to connect those from the main line to the home. That's all 100% covered by this grant from DEQ, or I guess most of the process. Should have a decision, once we get this application, it's due on November 3rd. Their state meeting is going to be on December 10th to review all the applications, so we hopefully should have some news by the end of the year whether we got the funding or not. I haven't answered any other questions you guys may have, but I think this is going to be pretty open and shut case for us to get that funding. It's good to see that some of those residents responded, of those who didn't, it's okay, but it seems like there's at least a good push to having those people excited about getting this project.
And if I just comment on the, one other thing about the survey that we sent out, even the ones who said no, it was only no because they were concerned about the costs. And the way this is structured right now, if you're awarded, they would cover the tap fee, which that's always a...
The homeowner tap fee?
Yeah, the homeowner tap fee.
That's my question, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a significant expense for people. Obviously, if you want sewer and all the benefits of having public sewer, you either find a way to pay for it or you don't get the connection. But it covers the tap fee and it covers the connection to the home too, which is another expense, out-of-pocket expense to the homeowner that typically you'd have to take on if you had sewer extended to your home. So this is kind of turnkey. And so for our ones on the survey that were no, it was, and Christine talked to actually some of them on the phones, and most of them they turned back in a written survey. It was the vast majority, if it was a no, was only because they were concerned about disruption of service and cost. Cost was the biggest thing. And this is kind of a turnkey. So hopefully we'll get a favorable approval on it. And Land to Sky's staff, Jacob and Mary and us have been trying to put as much information we can to kind of show that there's issues there that could be improved if sewer was brought in. So.
What about that piece of property at the very bottom there? Did we have to cross somebody's property to get to connection into South Chase?
Yes.
Is that cool, like a price thing that you?
Yeah. So that's where Keith's pointing to right now is Westfeld, but
It's like this corner.
This is
bottom right here, I think.
Yeah, that might be it. Where are you pointing to, Trent?
Was it right there?
Okay,
South Chase basically is
Yeah.
a piece of property
So-
we had to go across to connect into South Chase's.
Yeah, they will have to come across 1 to 2 properties to get into the connection that's in South Chase. So they might need an easement, or likely will need an easement there from those property owners to be able, and the easement just allows the sewer line to
Go
run
on.
through
I
there.
wonder if some people might want to Well, throw money at it or something to pay for an easement, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, we would be budgeting to purchase an easement from them, so to pay them something for it, if, you know, if we have to pay out of pocket to get them to approve it or allow it. And it really, I mean, I'm sure there's some other things they don't know or can't all cover as far as restrictions that they allow an easement. Usually you just can't plant something over it, or dig down into that area if they grant an easement on it. It usually comes across a lawn, but
What's the 8-inch extension there that's, I mean, is there already, there's not already sewer up that road?
There is.
It's just that we're a small section where it looks like they're just
Yeah.
doing,
yeah. That's, which one is that, Dogwood Terrace?
yeah, where there's just a small
Yeah.
piece of,
Dogwood has sewer
Okay.
on a good chunk of it, and there's a little section that doesn't on
Okay.
that street, and that's why, that's what's happening
that just
there.
connects the two together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, North Hudson doesn't have any, which
Yeah.
is the next one over west there.
Yeah.
And their connection point from that one is back towards Hendersonville Road.
I believe, yeah, for that, I guess, the gravity into it. But yeah, the only way to do this is, and I don't know if that's just for the people on Westville, but they gotta come south there and connect into South Chase. So if we
We'll put a
get
lift station
gravity,
in, which I don't think that's a significance, so that's why they're grabbing.
yeah, yeah,
And that's a fairly wooded area back in there,
I think
in
so.
that back turn there
Yeah.
in South Chase.
Yep. So,
Okay.
Seems pretty straightforward, no-brainer to me.
yeah, it's a fairly unobtrusive project. I mean, obviously, we gotta get it, the easement down there to connect into South Chase, but, you know, they come in, they put the lines in the road. I don't know they have to go into anyone's lawn there, but I think the idea would be try and put it all in the street.
Yeah, I think the bulk of that easement would actually go on somebody who would benefit from it on Westfield. I mean, there's that slight portion on South Chase, but, and that, even covered in that cost is legal and easement fees for that, so that's going to be covered in the grant is important as well.
Okay.
We just got today from McGill, the engineering estimate. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to, Ben Cappia just emailed it this morning or late this morning, or this afternoon. And with the design and permitting C&A, which is construction and observation administration, and then the overlay, we're looking at about 1.1 million is the it would be a revised estimate.
All right, do we have any other questions, comments? All right, do we have a motion to approve Resolution R-25-08?
Make a motion?
Do we have a motion to approve the resolution, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second, is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the resolution, say aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right, the motion carries and the resolution is approved. Any other business from council? Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you.
Thanks for your work on this.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Make the motion.
We have a motion to adjourn, a second?
Second.
A motion and a second, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adjourning, say aye. Aye. Those opposed? We are adjourned.
Thank you.
You know, if they ever decided to expand this, I think that's where my property starts, is the end of this guy's property here.